Hello, it's Drew Kuhlmann. What we are going to go over today is going to be a sheet I just created for you. Want to get it in your hands. It's really important to go over because it's the basics of real estate. So one moment while I find it. We got it right here. Okay, we're calling this one the Dream Home Cheat Sheet. So essentially, there's a couple of big uses for this one. One, it gets you really thinking about what you need in the home and how it matches your criteria. Second, it starts helping you understand how do we take it from a house to a dream home. The why questions. Okay, 3 bedrooms. Why 3 bedrooms? Okay, well, we have a little one and we want the master. We want one for the children's room and we want an office. Okay, that makes sense in resale. You never want to really go below 3 if you can. Then some people may say 4, and it's like, okay, same situation. What's the fourth one for? I've always, like one of the things could be like a man cave where he goes and plays his guitar. So then the question becomes, is 3 bedrooms and a frog enough? And this happens to a lot of people coming in. They're like, I've never even heard of a frog, Drew. It's like finished room over garage. So then we can figure out, do we do a search for a 4-bedroom only or a 3-bedroom and include on their bonus rooms and frogs? Those are just some of the ways that it helps us get on the page together. Anyways, let's go over this really quick. This top part is very obvious. Your name, the email, cell phone. I put this in my folder so that I can keep track of everybody when we're going out. I'm using this sheet. I'm making notes on the sheet. If I'm going to ask questions and sometimes challenge the sheet because that's when we really verify 100% what you're after. The must-have criteria. This is the must-have criteria of the actual house. And you're going to see how I kind of move it towards a home later. So the price range, we're going to be going over that a little bit later, but typically most people have a general price range they're starting their searches at. You need to let me know the number in the household, if there's pets, things like that, the minimum bedrooms, baths, if there's a certain area, such as a lot of people go after certain school districts. Other people, a job may be bringing them to town, so they want to be within 15 minutes of that. A good example is many times doctors, they'll have, when they're being on call, they have to be within 15 minutes of the hospital. Some have an extended time from that. But so anyways, you need to do a mile radius around that hospital as part of the search. Desired square footage, desired time frame. This is good because sometimes a lot of people don't know the actual timeline for buying or selling a house. So if you can tell me when you want your goals achieved by, I can structure things to help you get there. The must-have, need one. That means if it doesn't have it, it's a waste to even talk about it. Must-have, need two. Again, this is how we're dwindling that list of houses from thousands to tens, right? And here's a general rule. If you see 10 houses, 2 should really stand out. And then one of them is typically going to be the dream home. So a lot of people will want to look at a ton of houses, but the reality is if we know our criteria, we hit the 10 showings, and maybe it's in a batch of 3 different times going out. So that way we give a chance for new listings to hit the market. And I'll tell you the importance of that later. Must have, need 3, and must have, need 4. I've actually on another form took the must have out, and then those are kind of more the preferreds, the important items, but maybe we find a ways around them. We don't want to try to do that, but that can be done. Now this is a very important part. Verify the price matches the budget. These items down here, really why I put this on your sheet is A, you got to make certain the house matches the budget. Not even what you're pre-approved for. A lot of times you'll be approved for more than what the budget is you want to spend. So I want us to really know that this house is in your comfortable range. I don't want to stretch you. I want to, go with the information you provide me, but I'd prefer us be a little more conservative. That's the way I am. That's, at the end of the day, I'm working with you and for you. So if you want to go more aggressive, we can do that, but I'm not going to be the one trying to push that. estimated monthly payment. When you talk to your loan officer, he's going to understand the term PITI, principal, interest, taxes, insurance. So basically what that means is if you're spending $1,500 a month, that's going to cover all those. So, you'll still have things like utilities and, of course, your food costs and general upkeep, but the PITI is the majority of that. And car loans, typically, a lot of what you're seeing in the budget from the household. Of course, different people have student loans, credit cards, etc. But anyways, this monthly payment should match up with the price range. How much down do you need? A lot of people think it's 20%. That's not always the case. A lot of times nowadays it's not the case. But the reason that rule comes out is it gets rid of something called PMI. Other people call it MI. Basically, PMI or MI is you're paying for insurance for the bank. So if you get foreclosed on, that bank gets the full loan paid off. So basically, you're paying for someone else's benefit. You don't want to. That's why if you have 20% down, that's great to do. But there's programs out there that we can get you possibly a loan for 5% down, no PMI. There's a lot of programs. We just got to figure out, and especially a good loan officer. If you tell me what you're looking for in your situation, I'll tie you in with a loan officer I think is going to offer you some of the better products, and they'll guide you through that process. And then that goes back to the loan type. There's typically FHA, conventionals, VA loans. Those are the big three. Then you have a little bit more exotic loans that are probably one of those three with modifications made to it to, be more enticing to certain people. So that's something. The reason I need to know this is they may have different criteria for a house. A VA loan is going to need to be in much better shape than a house going for conventional financing. So, there's going to be different things I'm looking for that I'm going to tell you when we're looking at the house. Now, a VA appraisal may say that has to be fixed. That has to be fixed. That needs to be added. It's part of the process, and that's what I'm here for, is to teach you. Okay, now it's just one big box, but it's the big why. Why? Or what and why, really? What are you looking for in that house? And how do we make it the dream home? So why is the house that you're looking at the house that fits your needs the best? Okay. Now, this may seem weird. I've done it a few times and it works great. I've told people, when you're done with this, and I have a copy and you have a copy, keep it. So, because this is a big purchase, and there's people who have buyer remorse, that's natural. But when you pull this sheet out, and before we make an offer, go through it line by line. Okay, Drew, did it meet all of our criteria? Check, 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 check. Okay, Drew, is it in the same price range we're looking at? Yep, check. Okay, can we afford this monthly payment? Oh, this is actually less than you thought you'd have to spend. Okay, great, check. How are we on the down payment needed? Again, perfect. Check. Okay. Does this fit how you're making it your dream home? How do we make the house your dream home? You read the paragraph. Okay, I want to be, 3 miles away from mom so that she can watch the kids whenever we need help. Okay, check. So it just keeps us focused on getting the right results. And it really does help to just use it as, I call it a cheat sheet or your answer key. At the end of the day, if a house meets this document and you filled it out, with some attention, you're going to come out fine. Anyways, I hope that helped. I'd love to send this to you. Let me know the best way. I know a lot of people may not open just links. I have this on Dropbox in a share folder. Happy to share that link with you. If you really want it just by an attachment, let me know. I'll send you the PDF. Hope you're doing well. Talk to you soon. Bye.